Today, we now have to recognize that we're at one of those junctures of history when we really have no choice but to move fast into a totally different way of life. Humanity, at 6 billion people, is using up more than 30% over and above what the planet can produce sustainably. The global ecological footprint is 1.3. We are drawing down our natural capital at such a rate that by the end of the century, we will be basically in a position to have a global footprint of the order of 3 or 4. That means that all the people on this planet will need another 3 or 4 planets to live on. So there is a large amount of information coming at us, which sometimes makes it difficult for people to, and decision makers particularly, to deal with. But then there are vested interests, companies that make money out of the present system, politicians who get elected with the present systems, all of whom basically have a problem seeing a change. So they are going to fight that change. But I think the biggest problem is that we live in a world that is made up of people. And unless those people feel that it is an urgent problem, unless they demand from their leaders, corporate leaders and government leaders, the kinds of change that are needed, those changes are not going to occur. Consumers have to stop buying things that are hurtful to the environment. The citizen has to stop voting for politicians who do things that are bad for the future. And until that happens, I think it's going to be difficult. So one of the jobs of this generation is going to be that they are going to have to stand up and be counted. They're going to have to say, enough is enough. We cannot expect our children to live in a world of the kind that you are leaving behind for us. And I think your job will be more and more to get your generation to understand the responsibility it has.